Hi folks, you find us here today in North Yorkshire where we have come to meet Wayne and his unique Ferrari F430 Spider.
Welcome to Drivers Keepers.
So we drove up into the North Yorkshire moors to go and meet top bloke Wayne and his delightful wife Alison and find out a little bit more about their stunning Ferrari 430 Spider, which, as we were packing up, Wayne mentioned used to belong to guitar hero Tony Iommi, who was the guitarist in Ozzy Osbourne's legendary Black Sabbath. Just another reason why this car is a little bit of something special. Anyway, over to Simon and Wayne, who'll tell you all about it.
So Wayne, the 430, just tell us a bit about it and how you first came across it, because I was just saying to Simon on the way here, I just love the colour combination, the gold and the black. Reminds me of a Countach from the 80s, and I just love that combination. So tell us a bit about it. How did you come by it?
Well, this is actually my fourth Ferrari, and all the other three have been red. And I decided that I wanted a change, and I've always loved black, and I particularly like black and gold. So I actually went to buy a 458, and I drove a 458, I drove a 488, and I drove a 430. And for me, the 430 is the best driving car of them all.
Now that's saying something.
Yeah.
Comparing it to a 458 and saying it's and what that's interesting. Why did you come to that conclusion?
Well, I read a lot about them, and the 430 was actually developed by Michael Schumacher when he was at Ferrari driving the F1 car, and he was pedantic about getting the vehicle absolutely perfect. And in my opinion, this car, the faster you drive it, the better it gets. Right. And it's a really good driver's car. I've been a fan of driving all my life, and out of the three, then I preferred the 430, and at the time the 430 was 40 grand cheaper than a 458.
Got you.
So for me it was a no-brainer, so I chose the 430.
Because you race cars as well, don't you? Or you used to do a lot of racing.
Yeah, I've raced a lot in my life. I raced Porsches for many years, and then latterly I've been doing endurance racing in a Ford KA, which amuses people when you say a Ford KA. But the attraction of that is there's 45 cars on the grid, separated by 2 seconds. So it's actually really good fun.
I can imagine.
Really good fun.
Yeah.
So I've done the longest race I've done 24 hours at Anglesey, 4 drivers, so we drove for 6 hours. And the shortest race is 5 hours. So
goodness me.
It's a real good fun.
I bet it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So you were saying earlier about the spec on this, because obviously this is one of the last batch of 430s that they built.
Yes.
And it's also got carbon in it. It's got a lot of extras which you wouldn't normally get.
No,
so can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, it's got ceramic brakes, which is the biggest option, and then it's also got a carbon steering wheel, carbon inserts on the dashboard. It's got front and rear parking sensors, which is quite rare as well, but it's also got the leather over the anti-roll bars and leather on the inside on the windscreen surround, so that's also quite
And was
unusual.
this on the last batch of 430s that they became options?
Yes, it was. I've been in touch with Ferrari, and they can only tell me that it was one of the last 10 ever built. So this is actually a 2009 model.
Right.
And the reason you can tell a 430 is a 2009 model is they deleted the key on the passenger door, so there's no keyhole.
No keel on the passenger side. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. And I love, Simon, can you just come round and just have a look at the engine? Because I just love these gold plenums that go with the wheels. It's just something else. Really is. And it's got you said it's got PPF on the whole.
It's got track pack PPF, so
Right,
bumper,
right.
skirts, full front end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a stunning combination. I love gold and black.
Well, obviously it's my favourite. I chose it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and it must get. There can't be many other 430s this colour, if any.
It's
colour
the only one I've
combination.
ever seen.
Yeah, I was going to say I've never seen one.
I've never seen another one.
No, and it just suits it really, really well. Because
Yeah.
obviously you've got the yellow calipers, the yellow badge.
Yeah.
I love the way they picked out the yellow band on the top of the steering wheel as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's it's an absolute stunner. It really is. So, mileage-wise, what sort of miles have you done in it, and yeah, how do you use it?
We use it all the time. I'm a member at Ferrari Owners Club, and I'm the Northern Area organiser, so we do quite a lot of events with it.
Yeah.
But I don't believe these cars should be sat in a garage.
No.
I think they should be used. And it's actually done 34,000 miles at the moment, but the car has got full and total main dealer service history.
Right.
It's not been into a specialist.
Right.
When I got the car, I got JCT at Leeds to go through the car and do everything that it needed. So they did absolutely everything to it.
Yeah.
So it was already high mileage, if you can say that, when we got it. It had done 26,000 when we got it, and it's now done 35,000.
Yeah.
And we're just planning to do another long trip in it. It's going into Europe.
Yeah. You were saying that. So wait, you're doing around Italy?
Yeah, well, we're starting in France, we're starting in Nice and Monaco, and then we're going to the Ferrari factory, which I'm really looking forward
Yeah,
to.
that'll be some experience.
And then we're driving back through Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Belgium,
Yeah.
Holland, and back on the ferry.
Don't forget your vignette for Switzerland.
I've
You gotta-
already got them.
I have. I've just sent off for mine as well, because I'm doing exactly the same route as you, almost.
Yeah, so
But yeah, no, it's it'll be a great drive. What a fantastic yeah. As I keep saying about the colour combination, I just love black and gold. So I'm a sucker for it.
Yeah.
So Wayne, you were saying that you're really going to keep this car. You're not going to sell it.
no, I don't plan to do. I am planning to buy another Ferrari, which will probably be a 458 Spider, but I don't plan to sell this car. I just love it so much.
Yeah, and it's just a real special car. I can tell that.
I also, obviously, I look at a lot of 430s as well, and I think this is a particularly good 430 with its spec. It's extremely rare. It's not an average car, so
Definitely.
no plans to sell it.
No.
I do take as much care of it as I can.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's really is in great condition. But it's nice you're going to keep it.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
because there's so many people, as you said at the beginning, they just put them in a garage and just don't use them. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I really don't see the point of owning a car like this and parking it in the garage all
No.
the time and it living in there.
Yeah.
You know, we go out regularly for it. I'm very lucky we live in the North York Moors, so we've got lots of fantastic driving roads around here, so
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah. Super.
So I am very interested to drive a paddle shift car, because I've driven a paddle shift 360 before. I had a paddle shift 360, but never driven a paddle shift 430, and they reckon it's the sweet spot of the automated manual before DCT, don't they?
Yes,
They reckon it's they absolutely nailed it, because the paddle shift in the 360 was not a lot of fun.
Well, it's very good, and I actually like it when you're going down the gearbox.
Right, yeah.
You're driving quickly. It's really good. You can drive it in auto as well.
Yeah, well, I think that was the main driver for when we bought the 360, because my wife likes an auto, and I was like, well, if we get one of these, you can drive it as well.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, she had one go in it, decided she didn't like it at all.
Well, Alison won't drive this.
Will she not?
No, she's too frightened to curb it or anything.
Right.
But I've told her that she can drive it anytime, but she won't drive it.
No, Rowena won't drive mine because she can't stand the manual.
I had a 308 that was manual.
How long ago did you have that?
25 years.
Right. I think I always fancied a 308 or a 328. They're so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Stunning car.
Very nice. I like a carbon fibre steering wheel. I'm going to be on the lookout for one of those.
I'm told it was £8,000.
Oh, maybe not. Bloody hell.
But yeah, it's quite unusual to have them this early with all carbon interior.
Yeah, it feels very special, doesn't it? So do you lift off a little bit when you...
No, the car does it itself.
Yeah, because there was some argument, wasn't there, that if you lift off a little bit as you flick the paddle, you get a slightly smoother change.
Yes.
But you don't find it's necessary to...
No. The car does actually do it itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, very nice.
Better than a manual.
Different.
Different.
Racier.
That's a politically correct answer, isn't it?
I tell you what, it feels racier than a manual. I mean, I couldn't get up through the gears like that in mine, obviously.
No.
So it definitely, it feels a lot different, to be fair, which isn't a surprise, I suppose, because it's a huge change, isn't it, manual?
Yeah, we're turning right, next right.
Okay.
After the pull.
So yeah, that definitely felt more aggressively racy than mine does, which is nice.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, I think the local farmers are aware when I'm around. On the stretch we're going on, it's where I take everybody that wants a...
Oh, to experience a Ferrari.
Yes. I mean, that's another thing I do if we're ever at car shows, or even if we just pulled up to a pub or whatever.
Yeah.
I love the joy on people's faces that Ferraris bring.
Yeah.
And I don't actually think that McLaren and Lamborghini give the same reaction to people as
There's
Ferraris.
something very special about Ferrari, you're right.
I mean, some of the joy, you know, when you've got 8, 9, 10-year-old boys sat in the car, I love to get them in there, you know, because, you know, their dreams are maybe spiked into reality once they've done this
100%.
kind of thing.
Yeah. I was that kid.
Yeah, I was that kid.
And still now, I've said it before on film. I own a Ferrari, and if I'm just walking down the street and a 458 or something goes past me, it still makes my day. I'm still
absolutely.
like, oh, look at that.
I mean, we did possibly the best run out that we did was 35 cars.
Oh, nice.
In the Yorkshire Dales.
Right.
And it was incredible that every town we went through, Halls and all of these, the town just stopped dead.
The effect,
but the traffic stopped dead, and it let us all go, you know, through junctions.
Brilliant.
And then we had a strange experience that at a set of traffic lights, we were coming down a hill to these lights, and there was a police van stopped at red, and we came, and he jumped out of the van, and I thought, oh, what's going to go on here?
Yeah.
And he stopped all the traffic and waved us
Wow.
the whole team together through, which was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you'll find as well that there's no rattles or bangs. It's very.
No, it's.
All the bushes were done.
Yeah.
Are we been recorded?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a lot less.
It was £11,000
Yeah.
at JCT to have it sorted.
I was going to say it's a lot less rattling than mine.
Yeah, it's quite sharp.
Yeah, it does
You
feel.
hear it, then it changed down for
Yeah,
you. It revs
yeah.
for you.
It feels very solid.
This is sharp as well.
Oh yeah, little rev match.
Yeah. Oh, there's traffic on it. This
of course
is the
there
road.
is.
Maybe there won't be traffic when we come back.
Oh, they are proper fast cars, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh, that is all the power you're ever going to need.
Well, I was saying to Simon that when JCT lent me the 488, it was actually difficult to drive in the wet quickly. It
Right,
just kept
really?
spinning the wheels. Yeah.
Interesting.
One thing you have to remember with ceramics is the brakes are warm.
Is it noticeably different when
Oh,
they're cold?
definitely, yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah. But if you are braking hard, then they come up to temperature quite quickly.
Interesting. So 488, obviously considerably faster, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Turboed, yeah?
Bi-turbo 488.
So very different
Yeah.
power delivery as well.
Yes.
You liked it though, I'm guessing.
Quite savage actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would think quite a lethal car in in a not very good driver's hands.
We drove an McLaren MP412C a little while ago to make an episode, and that was, I knew it was going to be, and was, the fastest thing
Yes.
I'd ever driven up to
Yeah.
that point. And savage is exactly the word.
Yes.
It absolutely took my breath away the way that thing delivered its speed.
Yes.
And it was, I'm sure you get used to it after a while, but at first it was shocking. It was bordering on unpleasant. It was
Yeah.
like, Jesus, I don't know if I'm capable of going this fast. Your brain can't compute
Yes.
how quickly the bloody horizon's coming towards you.
It's one of the biggest thrills I get though when I'm racing is particularly in corners.
Yeah.
I just absolutely love corners.
Yeah, yeah.
And driving them as flat out as you can.
Which is where something like this just...
Yeah, and then the joy that you're still on the track after the corner.
You're not on your roof.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, I once hit the curbs at Alton Park and the windscreen shattered.
Oh my.
I hit the curbs that hard.
Wow.
Awesome, isn't it?
Blimey, it is. Oh,
I don't know, is this the same engine in yours then?
yeah. Sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Smells exactly the same weirdly. When you were backing it
Right.
out, I'm like, that's that petrol-y smell that,
Yes.
that
yeah,
mine
it is.
makes.
I think it's because the fuel pumps are just behind our heads,
Right.
aren't
I tell you what, I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying this paddle shift.
they? It's brilliant.
It really is.
Yeah. It's really
It's
good.
a different world compared to the thing I experienced in the 360.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really enjoyable just to fire through them like that.
Yeah, it is.
So, hope you enjoyed that episode of Drivers Keepers. We'll see you all very soon with the next one.
Thanks for watching.